Hello students, in today's video we are going to continue with real numbers. Practice set 2.4. We are going to learn what are binomial quadratic surds, how to do the operations with them, how to rationalize them. So let's just quickly get started with it. What is meant by binomial quadratic surds? If you remember, we have learnt in the beginning of 2.3 continued video which is there, okay, the second part of 2.3, we have learned what is meant by quadratic surd, or in 2.3 itself we have learned about what is meant by quadratic surd. Now you all already know by now, I hope, what is meant by a surd. Now surd is anything that is of this type, nth root of a. This is called as a surd, wherein n is a natural number, a is a positive rational number, and overall this number nth root of a has to be an irrational number, then it is a surd. So we know what is a surd by now. What is meant by quadratic surd? Quadratic, whenever this n is equal to 2, that means whenever the order of the surd is 2, we call it a quadratic surd. So I can write it as root 2, root 3, root 5, root 10, root 100. Okay, they have to be surd first of all. So these are quadratic surds because here n is 2. I am repeating, whenever n is 2, we don't write it. It is assumed, no? Whenever we write square root, we don't write 2 there. Order here we don't write. If it was cube root, we write 3. If it was fourth root, we write 4. But when it is a square root, we don't write anything there in the radical sign, right? Now this is the quadratic surds. So far we learned what are quadratic surds. Now what is binomial quadratic surds? Bi. Now this bi, always in chemistry, in physics, wherever you get bi will always mean 2. Okay. Now this binomial quadratic surd is actually a it's actually a sum. Sum of what? Binomial quadratic surd means one number has to be a quadratic surd in that. One number has to be a quadratic surd. So it is the sum of quadratic surd, and other number can be a rational number. Other number can be a rational number, or it can be a surd. So other number can be a rational number or it can be a surd, but one number has to be a quadratic surd. So it could be root 2 plus 3 or root 2 plus root 3. Both of them are binomial quadratic surds. Binomial quadratic surds. So let's see the proper definition of it. Sum of two numbers of which one is a quadratic surd. Sum of two numbers of which one is a quadratic surd and the other can be either non-zero rational number. It can be a rational number, but it has to be non-zero. It shouldn't be a 0. 0 means there is nothing, no? There has to be some number. So some rational number has to be there, or a quadratic surd. So it is a sum of two quadratic surds, or the other number could be a rational number. Okay, is called as a binomial quadratic surds. So both the numbers could be quadratic surds also. See here, root 5 and root 6, both are quadratic surds. Quadratic surds means what? Here it is a surd of the order 2. Quadratic surd means what? It is a surd of order 2. So here the order is 2. So it is the sum of two quadratic surds, or it could be the sum of quadratic surd and a rational number. Non-zero rational number is called as binomial quadratic surds. I told you bi means 2, so it is the sum of two surds. Now next we come to what is meant by conjugates. Very important. What is meant by conjugates? Product of root 5 plus root 3 and root 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. And why it is a rational number? See here, these two, if we try to take product of these two, this is a plus b, a minus b. So we will use the formula for a plus b, a minus b. I hope you all remember the formula, students. It is a square minus b square. So this will become root 5 square. Root 5 square is 5. And this will become minus root 3 square. Root 3 square is 3. So the answer is going to be 5 minus 3, which is equals to 2. Okay. So the product of root 5 plus root 3 and root 5 minus root 3 is a rational number. And hence root 5 plus root 3 and root 5 minus root 3 are said to be conjugates of each other. Conjugates. So when you multiply two binomial quadratic surds and if their product is a rational number, then they are said to be conjugates of each other. See here it is shown how we use the formula. We use the formula a plus b, a minus b is equal to a square minus b square. Okay, so root 5 square is 5, root 3 square is 3. So 5 minus 3 is 2. Now practice set 2.4. Let's get started with. We'll try to multiply binomial quadratic surds. This is a binomial quadratic surd. We try to multiply it with root 3. This is quite simple, same way how we have done it earlier. Now this root 3 is outside the bracket, means this root 3 we have to multiply with each number inside the bracket. So we have to multiply root 3 with root 7 minus multiply root 3 with root 3. So what do we get? Root 3 into root 7 minus root 3 into root 3. So that is going to be 7 3s are 21, root 21 minus 3 3s are 9, root 9. Now root 9 is going to be 3, we know that. It is a perfect square. And this root 21 will remain as it is. Okay, that's supposed to be 21 actually. Here there is a slight mistake. This is supposed to be root 21. Okay, now same thing, we have just written it as minus 3 plus root 21. The radical sign we have taken it that side. Okay, this is supposed to be root 21. So that's minus 3 plus root 21. That's it. This is the final answer. Now both of them are not like surds. We cannot add or subtract them. We cannot do anything with them. So the final answer is still here. This is what is your final answer. Now let's go to the next sum. Similar way, exactly the same way what we did here. This root 2 has to be multiplied inside the bracket. Means we multiply this root 2 with each term of the each number inside the bracket. So root 2 into root 5 minus root 2 into root 7 we will get. Okay, root 2 into root 5 minus root 2 into root 7. So let's see what we get. We get root 2, this root 2 is multiplied with each term in the bracket. Root 2 into root 5 minus root 2 into root 7. 2 5s are 10. So that's going to be 5 2s are 10, root 10, and this is going to be root 17. Okay, now both of them are not perfect square, so they will remain as it is now. We cannot do anything further. So the answer will be this only, root 10 minus root 14. Let's proceed. Now so far only one number was there. Now here both are binomial surds. Both are binomial surds. So how do we multiply them? You can break one bracket, like how we multiply both the brackets with normal terms, right? When there are no surds with variables, how do we do? Same way we have to do. We will break the first bracket. 3 root 2 is there. 3 root 2 we will multiply with this second bracket. 4 root 3 minus root 2. Close. Then this minus root 3 we will multiply with the second whole bracket. 4 root 3 minus root 2. Okay. Now multiply this 3 root 2 inside the bracket. We'll multiply number with number and third part with third part. Now 3 4s are 12. 3 4s are 12 and 2 3s are 6. So that's going to be root 6. 3 4s are 12 and 3 2s are 6. Minus 3 will remain as it is here. Root 2 into root 2 is root 4. Root 4 is 2. Root 4 is 2. I hope everybody follows that. Root 2 into root 2 is 2. Minus, now again here, root 3 into root 3 is 3, because root 3 into root 3 is root 9. Root 9 is 3. Okay, so that is going to be 4. This 4 will remain as it is, and root 3 into root 3 is 3. Minus root 3 into root 2 is root 6. Sorry, 1 minute. Minus minus, that will become plus. Root 3 into root 2 plus root 6. Okay, minus minus will become plus while multiplying. Okay, if you don't know the rules of addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, what happens with the signs, please go and watch the video that I've made on rules. Okay, so that's going to be root 6. Now let's see what we get further. This is 12 root 6 plus root 6. These two, 12 root 6 plus root 6, are like surds. This third part is exactly same here. You can see that 12 root 6 and root 6 is going to become 13 root 6. 12 plus 1, 13 root 6. Now this is going to be 3 to the 6 minus 6, and minus 4 3s are 12. So that's going to be 13 root 6 minus 18. Similar signs we add and give the same sign to the answer. So that's going to be 13 root 6 minus 18. So this is what your answer is going to be. I think that's quite easy and there was nothing difficult at all. If you go step by step and concentrate properly, don't go wrong with the signs, then there are no chances that your answer will ever go wrong. Okay, only the thing is you have to concentrate and you need to know your basics well of addition, subtraction, multiplication signs. So let's just go over it once again. We break the first bracket, this one. 3 root 2 is multiplied with the second whole bracket, and this root 3 is multiplied with the second whole bracket. Now multiply this 3 root 2 inside the bracket. Okay, that's it. I have multiplied 3 root 2 with this, then 3 root 2 with this, then root 3 with this, then root 3 with this. That's it. So see here, minus minus became plus in the last one. Now here 3 4s are 12 we will do, and root 2 into root 3 is root 6. Here 3 into root 2 will become 2, and here root 3 into root 3 will become 3, and here root 6 we will get. Okay, so 3 4s are 12 root 6 minus this is 3, and root 2 into root 2 root 4 minus, actually you don't need to show so many steps. If you can do it directly, do it directly. Okay, like I had shown it earlier, no, that way. No need to add so many steps if you can do it directly. Okay, and then finally see here, 12 root 6 plus root 6, we get 13 root 6. Now this is 3 2s are 6 minus 6, 4 3s are 12 minus 12 minus 18. So 13 root 6 minus 18 we will get. This is the final answer. Now further we cannot do anything because they are not the like terms or like surds. Now rationalize the denominator. Rationalizing is what we have done in the previous practice set also. Rationalizing means getting rational number in the denominator. That's it. Getting a rational number in the denominator, that is what we mean by rationalizing. But only the thing here would be, earlier we only had one type of a surd, but here we will have binomial quadratic surd to rationalize. Okay, so how do we do that? Let's see. This is a binomial quadratic surd. Earlier sums we just had 1 upon root 7, and then we had to multiply with root 7 numerator and denominator, and we got the answer, right? But here we cannot multiply with this number itself, right? Because if you just multiply numerator and denominator with this same number, it is not getting rationalized, because then it will become a square. Okay, so what we do, we multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. We multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate, and we have learnt in the previous slides what is meant by a conjugate. Conjugate means if this sign is plus, its conjugate will have sign minus. That's it. Okay, so see, this is 1 upon root 7 plus root 2. So we multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. So that's going to be root 7 minus root 2 upon root 7 minus root 2. We multiply by its conjugate. Multiply numerator. See, whatever you do in the denominator. Now in denominator we need to rationalize. So we cannot just multiply in the denominator and leave. No. Whatever operations we do in the denominator has to be done in the numerator also, so that the value of whatever the question is given, the question doesn't change. Understood? So this is going to be now, see, a plus b, a minus b. So we wanted to use the formula a plus b, a minus b. That's why we have multiplied by its conjugate. Now this is going to be a square minus b square. So that will be root 7 square. A square is root 7 square minus b square, that is root 2 square. Our aim is to get rational number in the denominator, and in the numerator we will have root 7 minus root 2. Okay, so now that root 7 minus root 2 will remain as it is. We are not doing anything with that, and what we are going to get in the denominator is root 7 square is 7. Okay, because this root and square both are opposite operations, they will cancel each other. Okay, and this root 2 square is also 2. Now 7 minus 2 is 5. That's it. We got a rational number in the denominator. That is what we had to do, right? We had to get a rational number in the denominator. Rationalizing means what? Rationalizing means getting a rational number in the denominator. Rational number means what? It should not have that third part, right? Because third part means the number is an irrational number. The definition of surd itself is the number has to be an irrational number. Okay, so now here conjugate of root 7 plus root. How do we get the conjugate? Just the opposite sign, means it is going to be a conjugate. Root 7 plus root 2, its conjugate is root 7 minus root 2. Okay, so now we multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate, and we get your a plus b, a minus b. So we get a square minus b square. So that's it, and we have rationalized. Whenever we get rational number in the denominator, we have to stop there. Next sum. Now here conjugate of this is going to be 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. Same way, exactly same way. Exactly same way it is going to be. Minus 3 root 2 1 minute, let me just erase it and write it properly once again. 3 upon 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2. Okay, you have to multiply its numerator and denominator by its conjugate minus 3 root 2. Multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Conjugate means just change the sign. Plus. Now in the denominator, look, we will have a minus b, a plus b, and we know what the formula is. A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So that is going to be 2 root 5, 2 root 5, 2 root 5, the bracket square, a square minus this is b square, that is 3 root 2 square. And numerator will remain as it is, 3 into 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2. Okay, so then look what we will get in the denominator. 2 square is 4, root 5 square is 5, minus 3 square is 9, and 2 square is, root 2 square is 2. Root 5 square is 5 and root 2 square is 2. Now this is 5 4s are 20 and this is 9 2s are 18. 20 minus 18 means 2. 2 we got in the denominator and 2 is a rational number. So we got a rational number in the denominator and hence we have rationalized it. That's it. So let's see once again how we have done it. Okay, conjugate of 2 root 5 minus 3 root 2 is 2 root 5 plus 3 root 2 plus. Just there is a change in sign. Now multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Now we got a minus b, a plus b here. A minus b, a plus b, which is equals to a plus a square minus b square. Okay, so that's, we use this formula here. So that's going to be, now multiply this 3 inside the bracket. 3 2s are 6, root 5 will remain as it is, 3 3s are 9, root 2 will remain as it is, and in the denominator what we get, 2 square is 4, root 5 square is 5, 3 square is 9 and root 2 square is 2. So that's equals to 20 minus 18, which is 2. So we got 2, that is a rational number in the denominator, and hence we have rationalized the denominator. Okay, this is the answer. Now we go to the next sum. Same way, 7 plus 4 root 3, its conjugate is going to be 7 minus 4 root 3. Okay, now multiply numerator and denominator by 7 minus 4 root 3. Okay, so now we will get, this is a plus b, a minus b. So that's going to be 7 square minus 4 root 3 square. 7 square minus 4 root 3 square. So that's 4 into 7 minus 4 root 3. So multiply this 4 inside, 7, 4 7s are 28 minus 4 4s are 16 root 3. Seven 4s are 28 minus 16 root 3. So this is a square minus b square. 7 square is 49 minus 4 root 3. That is 4 square is 16 into 3. 16 3s are 48. Okay, so that's 28 minus 6 to root 3. 49 minus 48, that is 1. Okay, so this is the final answer. We got a rational number 1 in the denominator. That's it. Sometimes you don't get rational number in the denominator by rationalizing once. So you have to rationalize one more time. Okay, when if in case you don't get rational number by rationalizing once, then in that case you have to rationalize one more time also. But I don't think you have that type of sums in 9th standard. So this is also the similar type. Just multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Now conjugate in this case is going to be root 5 minus root 3. Okay, so conjugate of root 5 plus root 3 is root 5 minus root 3. Multiply numerator and denominator by its conjugate. Now a plus b, a minus b, so that's going to be a square minus b square. A square, that is root 5 square is 5 and root 3 square is 3. And in the numerator we just expand it using the formula a plus b the whole bracket square. Okay, I hope you can remember that formula. A plus b the whole bracket square is used over there. In the numerator is a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, now whenever there is minus, only here there will be a minus sign. A square minus 2ab plus b square. So that is what is used here in the numerator, a square minus 2ab plus b square. And denominator what we have, a square minus b square. A plus b, a minus b is a square minus b square. So 5 minus 3 is 2. And here 5 square, root 5 square is 5. 2 root 15 plus here 3. And in the denominator we get rational number already. So that's 8 minus 2 root 15 upon 2. 2 is taken common. So 4 minus root 15 we get. 2 will get cut. 4 minus root 15. Okay. So that's the final answer. Hope so the video was clear to you students and it was helpful to you. Thank you so much.